And it says this hangout on there is live. I'm live. All right. So I'm trying to get it back. I haven't listened to my Grant Cardone in like 2 weeks, but I'm trying to build back up to my regular routine that I was awesome in like a month ago or 2 months ago. But anyway, 2 or 3 days, I decided that I'm going to add to my portfolio and I'm going to build a trading application. You know, you sell stocks, and I'm going to do this in what I specialize in, which is, well, XAML, preferably WPF. But in this case, this is a mobile app, so Xamarin.Forms, harnessing the amazing capabilities of XAML for my interaction logic, and F Sharp, which is a functional first programming language. I like F Sharp because it keeps me learning, and I don't get bored with it. I just scratch my head a lot trying to figure out why something doesn't work. Anyway, so this is like my third post. I'm attaching this video to my blog post over on bizmonger.wordpress.com, or you could go to bizmonger.net. I need to silence my phone. Yeah. And basically, in this video, I'm going to discuss how we navigate from the landing page or the home page, right, that shows our portfolio, aka investments, and the user will select one of the stocks that they own, and then from there they're going to go ahead and click the sell button. We're going to transition from the landing page, aka home page, to the sales page, right? In this case, they're getting ready to enter in the number of shares that they want to sell for that particular stock that they selected from the original page, hence the home page. The interaction logic is in XAML. It's pretty smart. It knows that you can only enter in a numeric field, hence the text input numeric property. Well, in this case, the input property of the entry element within XAML, we set to numeric, which restricts or constrains possible exceptions if they were to enter in, some characters or alphanumeric characters, or just leaving it null. When they do enter in characters, these characters can only be numeric, because if they enter in A, B, C, D, whatever, nothing's going to happen. But if they enter in 1 through 9 or any number, then the actual confirm button on the bottom of that page is going to be enabled, and that's done via binding to. However, that is done, as I'll explain, binding to my view model, in which there's a property called cancel. Then from there, we navigate to the confirmation page, in which it confirms that a sell request has been submitted. It doesn't guarantee that the sale is going to happen, but if you interface with a web app or any app that manages stocks, they'll send you a confirmation that your request has been sent, and 9 times out of 10, your request is going to get satisfied within several minutes. Else, you'll find out every once in a while that they couldn't do it, and they usually call you by phone. I ain't calling you, but then again, this is just a demo. All right, let me share my screen. Come here. Let me share my screen. I'm trying to get back into flow. Come here. All right, so I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. All right, so I just published my post called "Building a Trading App, Xamarin.Forms and F Sharp," which I don't think this title is unique. It's probably the same title as my previous app. But anyway, if you want to see it, it's pretty much this right here. Come here. Yeah. So you go to bizmonger.wordpress.com, or you could go to bizmonger.net and then click on my blog link, And I'm actually doing a video that I'm going to attach. I'm attaching this video onto this blog post, right? And so I basically just do a brain dump on my latest activities, in which, you know, these are the pages or user interfaces that I've built. And then here's a XAML that reflects the, in this case, what is this XAML for? This XAML is for, what do I say right here? This is for the sales page, right? So this XAML right here should reflect this UI over here, you know? And so I spit out the XAML, or I share my XAML, in which I explain how to do it. And then I provide some more UI in regards to the user story of selling stocks, in which there's a confirmation, right? And once you confirm, there's a request sent, sell 5 shares of ROK, that's Rockwell Automation. And then you have the dollar amount based on the number of shares. And then I talk about view models, right? All this is in my blog post that I'm doing this video on. And I discuss application logic, and I discuss my domain types, and in the conclusion, I say that, oh, by the way, if you want to look at the source code, this is a work in process, or is it work in progress? I don't know which one it is. This is a work in process, so you can go to my GitHub and you can download my source code, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is a pretty picture of me right here. All right, let me stop. So what am I talking about? I want to talk about Willis. All right, come on. Let me go. So I'm relaunching this application. Yeah, come here. And come on. Yo, you know what? I didn't check to see if my microphone is actually working. Microphone check. Okay, my microphone's on. All right, cool. So again, this is being done in F#. And I would say this is bleeding edge, you know, building a Xamarin.Forms app using F#. And the reason why I say that is because I get some exceptions that I have no clue. But if I hit continue, then the app still runs, right? So yeah, so here's the landing page or home page. Disregard the blue, whatever. And as I'm talking, there's a ghetto bird above my complex. I say ghetto bird, that's a helicopter. Anyway, so you select one of your stocks. If you notice down here, these buttons got enabled, buy more, sell. I didn't implement buy more yet. I implemented sell for the most part. So you can, and this right here is your dollar amount of your portfolio. This is what your portfolio is worth. So you do sell, and then we come to the selling Tesla. That's what TSLA stands for. And so here's the UI, 200 shares available to sell, meaning I own 200 shares, and it's $200 per share. Hence, our investment of this Tesla stock is $40,000. So down here, we can enter in the number of shares to sell, right? I can't enter in, if you hear the buttons, trying to type in some alpha characters, but you can't type in alpha characters. You can only type in numeric characters. Yeah, all right. And if you notice that I update the dollar amount based on the number of shares multiplied by the price over here, right? That's a cool little interaction. Yeah. And and then you could do a confirm. Yeah, come here. There's a confirmation right here. Selling 7 shares of Tesla. Yeah, confirm that. I didn't test the cancel part, but confirm that. And then we have this little confirmation saying request sent, because green is a friendly color. And then we say sell 7 shares of Tesla. We didn't say sold 7 shares of Tesla because this is a request. It's not guaranteed to actually be fulfilled. And then this is the dollar amount. So 7 shares of Tesla multiplied by whatever price that Tesla is. Again, this is dummy data, equates to $1,400. All right, that part was easy. Yo, so how was that done? Well, so I have this cell. Come here, come here, come here. So if you do control comma, let me start over. You do control comma, you can bring up this navigation box, and then I could type in cell. I think it's called like cell view model or something. Yeah, and then from here, this is my code for, or this is my view model for the cell page that we observed, right? The cell page was basically the page that got displayed after you selected one of your stocks and then you hit buy more, and then that page gets loaded. Well, this is the view model, aka the mediator that feeds that page data and basically forwards the requests from that user interface to my domain. Yeah, I think I said that right. So with that said, here's the code for it. It's 59 lines. I'm not proud of it, and I promise you, like 8 months ago, if I were to look at this code right here, it would look like hieroglyphics to me. Like I just wouldn't understand it, and it probably looks like hieroglyphics to people that are well versed in F sharp, because I think I'm a little bit beyond beginner, but I'm not comfortable calling myself intermediate. But anyway, this is the view model, hence cell view model. Yeah, the cell view model provides its constructor provides a share info type, right? And so we can see where this is being used at. Come here, come here, come here. And because you don't talk or collaborate with C# projects, the reference isn't showing up in my C#. Come here. Yeah. But we can see that, where's my C# at? Yeah, right here. We can see that our cell page, right? So if I close it, put focus back on here, cell page.xaml, and this is the code behind of that XAML file. The cell page actually is going to, what's this test explorer over here for? Is actually going to, what am I looking at right now? Yeah, the cell page actually receives the view model that I'm discussing, right? It provides that in its constructor. And we can see how that cell page get loaded by navigating to my application logic, hence the app.ces. My phone is blowing up right now. So we do Shift F12, and then that brings us to the reference window. And from here, we can see that our onStart is a method, actually a virtual method or abstract method that, well, it's a method that we have an opportunity to override. And so it is within this method that I have a subscription to various events that I want my application to respond to. My application is going to respond to these events that it's subscribed to by performing some form of navigation. Okay, so for example, we navigate to a cell page based on receiving a notification that a cell has been requested, right? The cell requested event. Same thing over here. This execute cell requested event, we subscribe to that as well. And this is how we do navigation, right? Hence main page, that navigation, push, async, etc. So that's my application logic. Specifically, it deals with navigation. The events are contained within my dispatcher. Hit control comma, type in dispatcher. Come here, come here, come here. That's my class. Come here, come here. And this is the class that harbors the event declarations. All right, that right there. And I mean, that's pretty much it. There's something else. Not only does my application subscribe to these events, but also there's pages that have an opportunity to subscribe to these events. And well, why would I want a page to subscribe to these events? Well, what if I want the page to display an alert or some type of confirmation dialog? Well, that's exactly what I do. I think it's the confirm cell requested. If of course you're not going to do that. So if I use the search window, because it's being referenced in a C# project, we see that the cell page actually subscribes to this confirm cell requested, and that's where we display this alert. And the payload that's passed into this event is a request info object. This request info object, God damn it, why can't I? This request info object is defined within my core.entities file, right? Module core.entities. And it's this right here. I plan on using this request info for both buying stocks and also selling stocks because it's pretty abstract. It's going to contain the account ID, hence the owner, the symbol, and the quantity. And that's pretty much all I really need if I'm doing a transaction regarding buying or selling. And that is pretty much it. I think I demoed the workflow already. Yeah, I demoed that already because I'm looking at this page right here. Let me go back to me. Let me go back to me. Stop sharing. All right, so in conclusion, I'm building a trading application. This is running in isolation, meaning that it doesn't give a damn about web services. It doesn't care about a database. It doesn't care about any of that. The intent is to build the application so that it runs in isolation, so that there's less troubleshooting that I have to do because there's no integration issues with the exception of the user interface. That's the only thing that plugs in to my domain. And notice how I use the term plug in into my domain. Once I get that nailed down, then I am going to connect or integrate, web services, or people like to say REST or RESTful services, whatever that stuff is. That's what I'm going to plug into it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is my third blog post in I think 5 days, and I'm trying to commit. I'm trying to go hard. John Simon's video was very inspirational, and that is the reason why I am trying to get my mojo back. You say, what John Simon's video? Well, you go to, I don't know. There's a John Simon's video that's I forgot the title of it, but it's called something motivational. Hold on, let me type in. Let me figure it out. You gotta give credit where credit is due, especially when you're not feeling it. So, no, what? Hold up. Let me see. YouTube, right? Come here. And his video, I think everybody should. Where's his video at? I'm about to wrap this up. I just want to give credit where credit is due because this motivated me today. It has to be more recent posts. And yeah. So if you look up Simple Programmer 2017 channel trailer, it's pretty inspirational and motivational. And yeah, so props to him. I'm going scatterbrain right now, which means that I should probably cut this short. And I am. So that's just me sharing my recent activities. I'm available for hire contracts outside of Miami. And I do F#, kind of, sort of. I do obviously C#, WPF, and Xamarin Android, Xamarin.Forms. And translated, I do desktop application development, I do mobile application development, I do test automation. And check me out on Automation Guild. I gave a talk on property-based testing. I'm done. Adios, te veo a ratito. Sayonara. I'm out. I'm hitting the broadcast button right here. Yeah.